Yo YouTube, what's going on? It's HIGHMMA, and today I am here to make a statement, motherfuckers. Listen to me when it comes to the main events. 304 was a fucking fluke. My boy Drickers got it the fuck done. I picked this motherfucker did it, man. I knew he would do. Oh, I am so fucking hyped right now. As I'm filming this, I'm filming it right after it happened, but for you, it's probably going to be like the night or the night after. Mate, this was a fucking sick card. I'm gonna run through it, show my reaction, and just like my breakdown to the like interesting fights that happened. Very, very happy man right now, man. My boy Drick has got it done. I knew he was gonna do it. Oh man, right, let's stop fucking yapping. Let's get straight into the first fight I want to talk about today. We are discussing Jack Jenkins versus Herbert Burns. I was very, very impressed by Jack Jenkins. I wasn't quite aware of him before this card. Don't get me wrong, I'd heard about him, but I didn't know too much about him and his skill set. But this card showed it me. Well, I say this fight showed it me, man. He has got really good stand-up. He's very aggressive. Crazy power. I noticed the commentary this card was terrible, and we're going to get into it a couple times this video. They just kept glazing Herbert Burns pretty much just because he's Gilbert Burns' brother. Like, there were no points that Herbert Burns was looking that good in this fight other than a couple of takedowns that weren't that great anyway. Herbert Burns is a more dominant grappler rather than stand-up fighter, and Jack Jenkins wanted to keep it on the feet. So instead of actually trying to actively get the fight to the ground, Herbert Burns decided he was going to lie on his back like Prime Lana Rhodes and just wiggle his foot in the air. I'm not joking. This is what happened multiple times in the fight. It was very annoying to watch, but it didn't matter because Jack Jenkins ended up putting a stop to that bullshit. As we came into round 3, bear in mind in round 2, Jack Jenkins had a devastating knockdown. I thought the fight could have been over, it wasn't. But in round 3, Herbert Burns kicked Jack Jenkins in the schmeat, and Jack Jenkins took it very fucking personally because a matter of seconds later, he sent Herbert Burns to the fucking Shadow Realm. It was amazing. Jack Jenkins looking super good. I'm going to keep my eye on him. All of you should as well. The Aussie got it done. I was super impressed. A pick I got right as well, but I'm pretty sure I didn't mention him in my predictions video. But let's keep moving through the card, motherfuckers. Next fight I want to talk about today is... I predicted this fight perfectly. Carlos Prates versus Li Jingliang. I predicted this fight perfectly. I beg of you, anyone that has the time right now, just go watch my predictions video. Don't watch the whole thing. Just skip to the Carlos Prates. I said this would be a dominant stand-up fight. It would not reach the ground. And that Carlos Prates would absolutely school Li Jingliang through the first round, which he did. And then in the second round, find a devastating knockout, which he fucking did. Carlos Prates is up next, boys. I'm fucking telling you, man. This guy gonna be a serious fucking problem. I made a whole fucking video speaking about his gym just to put the fucking hype on him. Obviously, he's not gonna get more from me, but just to hype it up, man. I knew he was gonna get it done. I am super behind Carlos Prates, man. This guy is gonna be a danger. He's gonna be a danger for anyone in his division. I was so impressed. His striking is amazing. That slick southpaw style, I fucking love it, man. He is a sick fighter, sick fucking stand-up. The grappling was a little bit concerning to see, but we won't dwell on that. I was super impressed. Carlos Prates fucking impressed me. A pick I got right there as well. Really fucking made me happy to see him get that perfect fucking finish like I predicted. Yeah, not much more I could say. Let's keep moving through the card. I don't want to bore you all. Let's move on to the next fight because we are talking about Tai Tuivasa versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik. I was a little bit disappointed with this fight. One of the more disappointing ones of the night for me. If you checked out the prediction video, you'd know I chose Tai Tuivasa to get it done. I just thought he might have locked in a little bit more and just really been hungry for the win this time, considering that his career could possibly be on the line. You never know. And I just think he didn't even look that bad when he actually bit down on the mouthpiece and committed to the combinations he was trying to throw. He landed some good shots, but Jairzinho's distance management was just too precise, and I think that Tai Tuivasa was just a bit too weary. I don't know what the fucking correct way of saying it is, but you know what the fuck I'm trying to say, man. He just looked a little fucking... You know what? I'm just gonna fucking say it to you straight. He looks like a fucking deer in the headlights at some points out there. He didn't know what shots to throw. And, you know, it just resulted in him taking too many hits. His guard wasn't that good. And overall, Rosenstruik ended up getting the win. I noticed Rosenstruik, for a heavyweight, is actually kind of agile. Like, he was letting off some pretty speedy head kicks and knees and body kicks. I was pretty impressed. So, I'm going to be staying tuned to both of these fighters, of course, but Rosenstruik, I want to see what happens next. Maybe a top 7 to 8 fighter, top 5 if the UFC feel like throwing him a bone. But I was very impressed by Rosenstruik. You know, a little disappointed in Tai. Hopefully they give him a little bit of an easier fight for his next one. We just want to see him in the win column again. If not, send his bitch ass to Ryzen or Bare Knuckle, wherever the fuck. Let's keep moving through the card though, because next up we are talking about Dan fucking Hooker versus Mateusz Gamrot. This fight made me so fucking happy, bro. Like, I was already smiling because of the Tsar me and Big Robbie were on. You'll know Robbie if you're a long time fan of the channel. He's been mentioned in a couple of the videos. We were having a good time. Dan Hooker made it an amazing time, though, with a great fucking bloodbath of a fight. I love watching Dan Hooker fight, man. One of my favorite lightweights of all time, always brings a fucking scrap. And like I said in my predictions video, even though I did pick Gamrot, I said this is a winnable fight for both. And if there's anyone that can cause an upset, it is Dan the Hangman Hooker. Oh my god, he looked so good. He took that heavy shot in round 1, but it didn't matter because he just stayed composed and he just showed that he is the better kickboxer than Mateusz Gamrot. Gamrot kept diving for takedowns, but when he did, he was leaving himself too open for shots that Dan Hooker was capitalizing on. In round 2, I think Dan Hooker won personally. I've seen a couple people saying that fucking Gamrot won round 2. Are you blind? Rewatch the fucking fight, retard. But I think Dan made it look very clear. I think he won the last 2 rounds. Early round 3, Mateusz was looking really fucking weary. I just think that this fight proved that Mateusz Gamrot cannot bang with the big dogs there at lightweight. He won't be able to stand and bang with a fucking Islam. I think he'd lose to Arman in a rematch. I even think fucking Poirier could beat him, man. I think also, after this fight, we need to see Gaethje versus Hooker. I need to see that fight. That would be a fucking sick fight. They need to do it before Gaethje retires. Fucking amazing. I could kiss Dan Hooker on the fucking forehead right now. I fucking love that guy. Let's go. Dan Hooker, 2024 season. He's back. Look at him with the tattoos and shit. He look fucking sick, man. Let's go. But before I start fucking exploding, let's keep moving. Yo, no Diddy. Whoa. Let's slow down. I need to chill the fuck out, man. Let's keep moving up the card, because next up, we are talking about Steve Erceg versus Kai Kara-France. This fight, for me, did disappoint me a little bit. I thought that Steve Erceg was gonna manage distance, keep his range with, you know, obviously the height difference he's got. And I thought that he was gonna just slowly pick apart Kai Kara-France. But Kai Kara-France's pace is just too fast for that. And he managed to get in close and find that knockout shot very early in the fight. Very, very good win for Kai Kara-France. I can't say that I'm the biggest fan of him. I did talk a little bit of shit in the lead-up. I will not lie. Oh, man. Fuck you, Kai Kara-France. You ruined it. Steve Erceg was meant to get the fucking belt, and he's just not. He's not going to get there anytime soon. He might, but not anytime soon. I think throw France into a #1 contenders fight with Tyra. I think that'd be pretty good. If not, title shot time, bro. Put him against Pantoja. I think he does have the opportunity to knock out Pantoja if he's got, you know, if he's still got that kind of power. But we're just gonna have to wait and see, man. It's Kai Kara-France, you know. That fight kind of depressed me. Let's keep moving up the card, because next up, we're getting on an interesting fight. We're talking about Dricus du Plessis versus Adesanya. Dricus fucking did it, man. Yes! Oh, man. I swear to fucking God, I have not been that happy for a win in a fucking long time. And it's not even like I'm an Adesanya hater. I am just such a huge Dricus du Plessis fan. To all of you fucking... Oh, I'm going to ask myself, do I want this video to get monetized or demonetized? Do I want it to stay on YouTube? Oh, you fucking fags that fucking always underrate Dricus du Plessis need to shut your bitch asses up. Go watch your Rizzy edits in your fucking bedroom and cry about the fact he ain't getting the belt back, boy. It's Dricus season. It's Dricus season. I am so fucking happy, man. I really thought that he might have been cooked. Izzy was looking good on the feet. And he just put an end to all of that bullshit in round 4. Locked up that nasty rear naked choke. Oh, it was great. He hurt Adesanya on the feet. And then he just grabbed him down, took the back, grabbed up that neck. It was fucking amazing. Super good fight for du Plessis. It did seem like Izzy was getting a lot of good shots off. He was looking very precise, landing... he was landing a lot, but not necessarily heavy shots. And whenever Dricus was blitzing in, Adesanya just didn't really know how to deal with it. I think, if not the submission, Dricus could have potentially even finished Adesanya just blitzing in with those big overhands. I think he could have caught him with one. He looked really fucking good. I don't know why Pereira is saying that he's coming back down to middleweight. No, you're fucking not. Stay at light heavyweight, bro. Keep your hands off of my boy Dricus. Please don't hurt him, cause I don't want to see him lose. I don't want to see him lose. He's looking really fucking good. Sean Strickland next, it seems. I'm going to be backing Dricus to beat Sean again. I want Dricus to win, and I'm picking Dricus to win. It's not like, say, for example, with Gamrot and Hooker, where I wanted Hooker to win, but I picked Gamrot based off of just, MMA knowledge. Obviously, Hooker ended up winning, so I was happy. I'm not going to be happy if I see Sean Strickland with the belt again. I do like him. I don't know. I just don't want to... I think fighting-wise, I'd rather see someone like Dricus with the belt. It's always going to be a fucking sick fight, entertaining to watch. Sean's on. That's just how it is, man. I was really, really happy, though. I'm not sure what's next for Adesanya. I think he should fight the loser of Whittaker and Chimaev. I mean, think about it. If Whittaker loses, you've got the fucking Whittaker-Adesanya trilogy right there. If Chimaev loses, you've got Israel Adesanya versus Chimaev. No matter what fight you make out of those two, it's going to be a super fight. Nothing less of a super fight, but I've not got much more I can say, man. I was super impressed with this card. Super happy. Dricus du Plessis fucking did it. Dan Hooker fucking did it. And Carlos Prates fucking did it. They are the 3 people that I was rooting for the most, and they got the wins. I was super happy. I was upset about Usyk losing, but we move on. It's all good. Thank you for watching, motherfuckers. You know what I'm gonna say. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe. Do what the fuck you want, man. But have a good evening, afternoon, wherever the fuck you're doing. Whether you're on the shitter or you're at a fucking job interview, have a good one, and I'll see you all later. Peace.